Hey, it's Izzy. In this video, I want to talk about Artist Academy and why you might want to consider joining. So, what's Artist Academy? Well, to make it simple, it's a day-by-day results-focused accountability and training program designed to get you from where you are right now, selling out your first show, growing a real fan base, and making consistent income from your music as an independent artist. In this program, I'll guide you step by step through your first 3 months or 90 days, and by the end, I'll guarantee you'll have either between 1,000 and 3,000 monthly listeners, whether that's selling tickets, growing your streams, building your audience, or locking in paid opportunities. I guarantee that you'll have anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 monthly listeners minimum, or pay you back the money you spent on the program. No questions asked. Hundreds of artists have been doing extraordinarily well with Artist Academy, and I'm sure there'll be hundreds more by the time we're done, but here's just some examples. Lorenzo does over 500,000 streams every month. Denzel went from 600 monthly listeners to 130,000 monthly listeners. Alex went from 50 to 50,000 monthly listeners and over 2 million streams on his latest single. Ross and Marcus both have a TikTok and Reel that surpassed 1 million views for their music. Danny got his first 1,000 monthly listeners in 7 days. Sharia got his first 1,000 monthly listeners in a month. Adonis went from 40 to 4,000 monthly listeners in 90 days. Gordon got his first 1,000 monthly listeners in 14 days. Hero got his first 5,000 monthly listeners and 20,000 streams on his single in 30 days. Anzi got his first 10,000 monthly listeners in 30 days. Corey went from 50 to 15,000 monthly listeners in 90 days. David got his first artist band, their first 12,000 monthly listeners in 30 days. Ross took himself from 50 monthly listeners to 30,000 monthly listeners in a few months and signed his song to a label. And Ali took herself from 20,000 monthly listeners to 200,000 monthly listeners in just a couple of months. Look, I could put so much more, but I'm sure as you can see, the accountability process wins. That's all we really care about. My program is not necessarily flashy, it's not necessarily sexy, but it gets you from 0 to 1. On top of that, you're going to be getting day-to-day accountability. Artist Academy is a community, meaning you get a ton of networking, Q&As, live events and training, networking and collaboration opportunities with other artists, exclusive events such as creative retreats and IRL workshop events, and you ultimately get access to me. I'll answer your questions by reading custom videos for you, writing text posts, and ultimately I'll keep you accountable on this journey. Now, this isn't your typical course product where you're going to sign up and the founder is just going to pass you on to somebody else. I have and will continue to show up every day and respond to the overwhelming majority of threads. I've been at this for more than a year now, and I see this as more or less a core part of walking the walk. Why am I qualified to teach you this? Well, I've done it myself without even needing to have any viral moments, even though I very much help and scale other artists to be able to do so through my agency. We gain millions and millions of streams every single year for other artists as well as myself. I've done the things in which you are looking to do. It took me over 10 years to kind of figure it out. If you could really put a price on saving yourself 10 years of time, ask yourself what that would be. I'm sure there's no price on 10 years of your time. And if you wanted to, you could monetize on these skills that you learn in this community and literally build and supplement your own music career through something like this yourself. I also have at the time of this video around 14,000 TikTok followers where I teach people how to market themselves as a musician, then how to take those fans and turn them into hard ticket sales and how to keep the long-lasting connection and compound that fan base over years and years and years. My marketing also expands to music festivals, helping them sell out on huge capacity venues. So you know you are talking to someone who knows what they're talking about and has been burned by other courses and so-called music marketing gurus pretend that they know what they're talking about when they really don't. I don't tell you this to gloat. I purely tell you this so that you know that I know what I'm talking about, and especially on the internet. And if you want to learn how to do something, you go to the person who's done it before. It just seems to be the most logical thing to me. Who is Artist Academy for? It's for artists who want to get their first 1,000 monthly listeners and more. It is by far the straightest line path to growing your first fans through advertising and giving you the springboard you need for your music career to blossom. And that means if you've never used ads before to grow your fan base, then this program is for you. And if you've been going back and forth with ad agencies and courses and music marketing gurus that haven't worked for you in the past, I can assure you you're in safe hands. Or I just give you the money back after 90 days if it doesn't work for you. If you need some direction getting to 1,000 monthly listeners, 10,000 monthly listeners, 50,000 monthly listeners, 100 monthly listeners and beyond, this program is for you. In terms of how it works, there are 4 main things that we do, and I'm going to go over each thing right now. The first thing is that we break your limiting beliefs and negative mindsets. The reality is, if you are here, you're probably having a bunch of limiting beliefs. This typically ranges from, I'm shadow banned on TikTok, the industry is rigged, my algorithm is messed up, no one wants to listen to new artists, why would they listen to me? There's no way I can do this all by myself, I need a manager, I need a booking agent, my friends work a 9 to 5, that's normal, that's never going to change, I'm delusional to think that this is going to work for me. Why should it work for me? The reality is humans are consensus animals. That's a scientific term to mean that we just form our beliefs about the world based on what we see other people do. So if a bunch of people around you believe something negative, you are significantly more likely to believe it as well. This is all studied. My goal is to put you in a position where all you see every day is people achieving what you previously thought was impossible, literally on a day-to-day basis to elevate yourself to a higher and higher level. That's more or less what Artist Academy does. The vast majority of human beings that live on planet Earth live in what, unfortunately, we call a intellectual and ambitious dead zone. That is where nobody in their life, including their family or friends, have any hope or any ambition that they can climb out of their particular situation. So it's no surprise that if you live in one of these zones, and statistically a lot of you guys will, you end up stagnating and never achieving your potential. If you guys feel like you are in one of those dead zones, consider this a message to surround yourself with more growth-orientated artists. It's by far the only way you'll ever get out. Artist Academy literally achieves this. We have a huge community of people who are all looking to achieve the exact same success as you. And they're from all over the world: Asia, South America, the Bahamas, Australia, United States, United Kingdom, Canada. Wherever you guys are, you'll fit right in. Like, we literally put on exclusive retreats just for the community abroad. We're literally about to do a songwriting retreat in Portugal at the time of this video, where we're taking a handful of artists from the community and we're going out there in person. And we already feel like we all know each other because we've been on these huge calls together for like over a year. So it's literally just like seeing family and going on a big holiday. So how's all this done if you don't go into Artist Academy? First, if you do this outside of Artist Academy, it's just going to take you a lot longer, and that's fact. If you guys want to get better at boxing, you're going to hire a boxing coach. If you guys want to get better at tennis, you hire a tennis coach. And if you want to get better at social media as a musician and music marketing, then you're going to hire a music marketing and social media coach. And that's what I in this program are going to do for you. The second way that it's done outside of Artist Academy is that it's just going to cost you a lot more. Thing is, if you try to do all this on your own, you're going to spend significantly more time and then more money on dead ends, the wrong course, and wrong approaches for music marketing and social media. Artist Academy is going to save you both money and time. Ultimately, you'll get me and a whole community in the group to help you stay on the right path day by day. Cool. So what do you get when you join? Well, first, you get a step-by-step roadmap. It's a full 90-day roadmap on how to get your first 1,000 to 3,000 monthly listeners in 90 days. Each one with step-by-step instructions showing you how to perfect your brand, how to run your ads and get real streams and listeners, and how to connect with your fans on a deeper level so they turn into hard ticket sales. I followed this plan myself. Hundreds of other community members have too, and some have seen results as quickly as a few days into the program. It's a night and day difference in effectiveness versus you spending months, potentially years, floundering around through trial and error. And if you put the work in and you don't see 1,000 to 3,000 monthly listeners by the end of the 90 days, I will literally refund you the entire cost of Artist Academy, entirely assuming that you tried. You get copy and paste strategies, branding strategies, and templates with a bunch of examples. I'll give you examples of how they work. You'll see real streams and fans come through. This is going to get you up and running and master the music marketing methods much faster. Next, you get weekly group coaching and Q&A. Once a week minimum, I host an open community call around an hour long where you can ask anything, whether that's about songwriting, music marketing, branding, content strategy, or even what I did in the gym today. You can also request direct roasts of your music, ad campaigns, content, marketing ideas, whatever you want. And all of our events are very growth and marketing focused, and everything evolves around upscaling you and getting you to where you want to be as an artist. We use a platform called School to manage the program and community. It's laid out like a forum, very similar to Reddit, but this one rewards you for using it with additional courses and bonuses. All right, so enough talking. Here's what it actually has. There are 3 components. You have the classroom, which week 1 unlocks immediately, along with the pre-program and resource library replays, templates, etc. Week 2 unlocks after 14 days, week 3 after 21 days, and week 4 after 28 days. The reason is you guys need to go about this day by day. If you jump super far ahead and try to get a whole month's work done in one day, you will fundamentally lose the habit building of the group, which is fundamentally the core point of the group. After that, it's purely about scaling and doing the same thing, but more of it, which is where the real value of the community and accountability components come into play. It's like learning how to drive. You know the theory, but now you need to actually get out on the road and practice. But it's almost like you have like a little radio frequency in the car and you're connected to a pool of other drivers learning together at the same time. 2 is community, a forum where you can ask any question, post job listings, request feedback, collaborate, and network. There are threads for wins, intros, discussions, campaign, feedback, requests, and so much more. Then ultimately, the calendar. As I mentioned, live events are a big part of Artist Academy, and you'll find all the links and access to all the Zoom calls right there as well. So how'd you get in? Well, you just sign up directly through our school page. Prices increase every 100 members to reward early people and incentivize action. You can choose monthly with no commitment, or if you want to commit, go annual. It'll be discounted, but you will be locked in for the year. How long until you see success? You can get your first few listeners very quickly. The current record is a few hours, but if you're doing it through like Insta ads or Meta ads, it normally takes a second for the ads to calibrate and find the right audience. But really, you can get fans within your first hour if you really put in the work. And again, if you don't get 1,000 monthly listeners to 3,000 monthly listeners by day 90, and you can show that you did the work, I'll refund you in full. But what's the time commitment? You should expect maybe around about 2 hours per day. Sometimes it's 3 to 4 hours, sometimes just 1 hour. If you don't have at least 2 hours daily to commit to your music career, this is probably just not something you should be investing in. And it probably isn't the best investment for you. But what can you expect from the ROI? Let me just be entirely real with you for a second. If you think signing up for Artist Academy means you're going to get rich off streaming in 90 days, you're in this for the wrong reason. Some of the biggest artists are going to tell you that a lot of their money probably doesn't come from streaming, because a lot of the biggest artists are signed to labels, so they don't even see that side. It's only the rare artists like Russ and the other independent ones who really benefit from that. And there's nothing to say that you won't get there as well, but these people have been working at it for 10, 15 years, and they'll tell you themselves that it's been a grind, the same as any other business that you will attempt to try and succeed in. As your fan base grows, so does your opportunity to earn more through multiple channels like streaming, merch, shows, fan support. It's all going to stack. It's not that you're doing the right or wrong thing. You're probably just not doing the right thing for a long enough period of time. Think about this though. Think about all those $5,000 music courses or $300 an hour marketing calls that promise you the world but don't even give you any strategy or community. With Artist Academy, you get hours of coaching, strategic modules, access to a network of artists, IRL events and creative retreats, exclusive perks, all designed to grow you sustainably and make sure that you're not alone in this. If you're passionate about your music, ready to put in the work and want to build something real that lasts, this is for you. This isn't a magic pill. This is a journey, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. If you listen this far, you might have some fear or hesitation about spending money. I get it. My family had no money most of my childhood, but to grow a business, you do eventually have to invest in it, in whatever business that is. I think about purchase as a simple equation. Do I believe the value is greater than the cost? If yes, I buy. If no, I don't. Hopefully, my guarantee and everything that I've displayed in front of you pushes you more towards that yes of that equation. If you're serious about building your music career, this is the fastest path I know to go from hoping things happen to actually making them happen. I've been doing this for 8 years, and I'm seeing people in this community literally getting there within less than a few months. Please take this risk-free step that you literally gain everything and can lose nothing from. My name's Izzy, and I really hope we see you in Artist Academy.